Now I have the privilege to give the floor to Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia, His Excellency Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohammad. We understand that he has arrived here straight from the airport. We are grateful for your commitment to the cause of Rohingyas. You have the floor, Your Excellency.
Thank you. Her Excellency SK.Hasina Wajed, Prime Minister of Bangladesh, His Excellency Dr. Yusuf Ahmad Al-Uthaymeen, Secretary General of the OIC, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Her Excellency SK.Hasina Wajed, Prime Minister of Bangladesh, for inviting Malaysia to be part of this important event. I would also like to thank the OIC Secretary General and the OIC Secretariat for the excellent work in organizing this meeting. Let us start by calling a spade a spade. What happened in the Rakhine State is genocide. What took place were mass killings, systematic rape, and other gross violations of human rights. This resulted in the Rohingyas fleeing the country en masse. Most ended up in Cox's Bazar. On this, we commend Bangladesh for all it has done in hosting more than 1.2 million Rohingyas refugees. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, while Myanmar is arguing that it was responding to the threat of terrorism, it is ironic that millions fled in fear of such counter-terrorism measures or simply state and institutionalized terrorism. Many faced untold brutality and were even at risk of seeing an entire generation wiped out. Some were able to escape, but these lucky ones are now unable to return to their homes in Myanmar. One thing is clear. The longer the refugees stay in the camps, the more desperate their situation becomes. As it is, the refugees have become vulnerable to other forms of exploitation. They become likely targets for cross-border crimes such as human trafficking and sex slavery, among others. In other words, they can only see a bleak future ahead. The situation in Myanmar is not any better. Many Rohingyas have become internally displaced persons, languishing in camps in Rakhine. When the world likened the IDP camps to those notorious concentration camps of the past, the Myanmar government has been very quick to deny. Yet the Myanmar authorities have denied access to some UN officials and humanitarian aid workers. If Myanmar has nothing to hide, why bar others from seeing the situation in Rakhine? Let these officials and aid workers visit, inspect, and assist those living in the camp. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Myanmar should demonstrate that it is serious in alleviating the crisis. In doing so, repatriation should be the main priority. 2 attempts have been made to repatriate some of the refugees. Both have failed. The reasons for this are obvious. No one would return if they do not feel their safety is guaranteed. On this, Malaysia will continue to insist that repatriation be done in a safe, voluntary, and dignified manner. This can only be done by granting full citizenship to the Rohingyas. However, the Myanmar authorities have manipulated the Rohingya issue to incite fear, hatred, and violence. Thus, merely considering the idea of granting citizenship is unacceptable. It is obvious that Myanmar's attempt on ensuring accountability has failed. How would such attempts work if the perpetrators responsible for the atrocities are part of the system? As it is, none of the atrocities committed in 2017 have been accounted for. Even those convicted for the in-dim mass killings, for example, were released after serving barely 1 year of their 10-year sentence. The conviction was an attempt to deceive us into thinking that they are holding perpetrators accountable. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is clear that the Myanmar government is unwilling to take any action to resolve the crisis. Therefore, it is left to us, the international community, to do something about the situation. For a start, the UN should play its role, taking into account that it was established in hopes of preventing future human-made miseries. Its silence is deafening. I would like to refer to what happened in Cambodia, when 2 million Cambodians were being killed, practically in full view of the world. Nothing was done. Without Security Council action, others must do their part to resolve the crisis and bring the perpetrators to justice. We commend the positive effort of OIC in addressing the Rohingya issue at this international forum and for the decision to bring the matter to the International Court of Justice. We hope other countries will support the OIC to ensure that the perpetrators do not get away with the heinous crimes that they have committed. Malaysia, on our part, has also tried to do all it can. Apart from rendering humanitarian assistance, Malaysia is operating a field hospital in Cox's Bazar. We are also hosting close to 100,000 registered Rohingya refugees. There are many more unregistered. While this may seem like a small number compared to those in Bangladesh, plenty of resources have been dedicated to allow them a decent life while they await relocation to a third country. We will continue to help the Rohingyas within our means and our capacity. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia has done and will continue to do what it can. Nevertheless, we hope others would also join us and Bangladesh in our resolve to end the miseries that have befallen the Rohingyas. We need to put an end to the crisis, and we need to do it now. I thank you.